Episode 21. Action. I love that.
It is pretty fun.
It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinasaurus.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome back. This is the Don't Make It Weird podcast. And guess what, guys? It is episode 21. Our show is old enough to drink now, so you can drink along with us. It's a glorious day, and I'm one of your co-hosts, Daniel Quigley. But more importantly, I am joined by the incredible, irreverent, iconic idol herself, Dinasaurus. What's up, Dina? Dina, I like what you're doing with your hair. Is it? Oh. You're not Dina. You were her dog all along.
He hit my face really hard. I wasn't sure when I was supposed to come in either.
Yeah, no, that's what she said.
Jesus.
Wait. Oh, wait. We got a drink.
Yep, gotta drink
But
that.
also...
What is that?
What is that? Is that a cock?
That looks like a cock.
It's a dinosaur.
It's kind of blurry.
Don't call it a
Can you move it closer to the camera?
Yeah, okay, she has like a wine bottle opener. Oh, that is a dinosaur.
I see. Yeah, it
That
looks like
is
a rooster.
dinosaur. Okay,
From
yeah.
back there.
Yeah. And that voice that you're hearing, let me tell you what, audience, he puts his hands up because you're playing his pod, nodding his head like yeah, moving his woman hips like yeah. He's got his hands up because he knows there's going to be an erotic read today. Oh, yeah, is producer Sean in the USA.
That one was my least favorite one so far.
I thought it was a pretty
Also
good one.
drink.
Yeah.
Oh, I never drank either.
Yeah, you're going to have to double up there.
How's it going, guys?
It's going
Having a
good,
week, I
man.
hope?
It's going good.
No, I'm feeling like I got a stain on my shirt and I don't give a single fuck.
Careful or you'll end up in my novel.
Yep,
Too
that
late
is
for
her
me.
shirt right now. It's beautiful. And producer Sean's got our new swag on, the Don't Make a Weird hat. You can find it at the Don't Make a Weird podcast store. He's also got pictures of himself in a top hat and what appears to be, what would you even call it, like a turban?
I don't know. It was just a fancy hat that
Is that a
looked like
fez?
the hat.
A fez.
I can't see
Someone. Well, this is one of the runners up from the someone else gets to choose my background thing I did a few weeks ago, and someone suggested that I just Photoshop myself behind myself in fancy hats, and one of the hats they used as an example was similar. That I think that's one of Professor what's her name from Harry Potter, the really old lady.
Oh,
I think that's one of her hats.
yeah, Professor Old Lady. Yeah.
That lady.
No, oh my god, no, it's gonna bother me.
Professor McGonagall.
Professor-
I totally just
give me-
thought of
yeah,
that by myself, not because someone else told me.
Harry Potter, not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor.
Harry Potter can sponsor me all day.
So,
That's what she said.
So let me tell you, what an episode we had last week. We had John Ortega on the show. Oh my God, fuck. All right, let me start that over. We had John Ortega on the show, and let me tell you, he was amazing. He stayed in his car for us, fought the AC. He is the author of Storm's Child, book 1 of the Runecaster Chronicles, and he's got book 2 out now, Death's Edge, the book 2 of the Runecaster Chronicle, man.
Available
No.
for pre-order. It's not out yet.
I thought it was
do it again.
releasing 9/26. Wouldn't that be out by the time this airs?
This airs 9/13. So the
What
answer to that
year is
question
it?
no.
Available for pre-order now. So, Dina, tell me, what was your favorite part of the episode? What got you going in this one?
You know what got me going in this episode was the fact that I was justified after all these fucking months.
Years.
It's
even.
Chimera. It's Chimera.
How much do you pay Sean? How much do you pay John to back you on that? Because that's what I want to know. I feel like there was
9/11
bribery
loyalty.
here. I feel like there was bribery.
She just said Ortega with those trilled R's and he was sold.
Ortega.
Oh, God, that gets me every time, too. Listen,
It's not the R. You don't do the Ortega. It's Ortega.
I understand.
If you're
that.
trying to
Just like
embellish
a-
it, you
Yeah,
gotta trill the R's more.
I'm all about trilling, dog.
It's an L.
But listen, my favorite part, absolutely, in addition to him giving us some free Death's Edge early copies, because I'm a selfish bastard like that.
What a cool surprise.
Yeah, dude, that was amazing. And
That
we got
was
to get
great.
the early read. But when he launched into the magical heat-seeking missile that was his mother's sandal in Latin culture, I was dying. I was dying with that weapon.
That was pretty great.
Oh, man. So again, guys, you can check out Storm's Child. You can check out for pre-order Death's Edge. Support our guy. Dina, I believe you've got a very special story time with us. You want to tease the folks what they have to look forward to?
Tonight we're going to talk about that time that I accidentally was almost enrolled in a three-way.
Enrolled. It's like a college class.
Enrolled?
You're not taking a class.
I don't know.
You
would
can get
say
a
it.
three-way university down in Tampa.
Gross.
I'm going to go vomit now. How would you say that? I was accidentally
It's
It's not even a proposition.
It was
I was
proposition.
involved in an accidental three-way proposition. Is what
There
I
you
would
go.
say.
Okay.
Yeah. Either way,
Good
it's
story,
hot. It's steamy. You're going to see a side of Dina that you've never seen before.
Totally.
I don't like it. I don't like
I
it.
don't like it. Well, what is that? Producer Sean.
Oh,
Looks
that's
like
the
we need to
voicemail.
check our voicemail. Was that cheesy enough for you, Dina?
I loved it. No, that was perfect.
Hey, do
We should have like a song.
voicemail?
Do
we should
I
have
ever?
A Hello? We should have a song like Dora the Explorer opening her backpack.
That would be
Give us a
incredible.
song. Yeah, well,
Dora. Voicemail. Okay, go ahead.
Don't make it weird. Voicemail.
All right, here we go.
Wow, Dina.
Hello, Daniel. It's your mother. You don't call, you don't write. I only see you once a week. I the mother to do. It's all right. It's all. I know you're out having fun with your friends, and that's all that matters. Leave your mother to languish at home. That's fine, as long as you're having a good time. Kiss the baby and Miriam. Don't forget to have a mother.
Jesus,
Enjoy yourselves.
she sounds so frail. Do you never
I
call?
love her.
Damn it. Let me call
I would
her
hug
right
her.
now. Hold on.
You're going to call her now?
Yep, we're calling her right now. I just got guilt tripped into calling my mother, so
Oh my
we're
God.
calling my
Oh my
mother.
god, he's an actual mama's boy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Well,
I love
look at
that.
that guilt trip. That was such a guilt trip. Hey, Mom, you're on live with the Don't Make It Weird podcast after guilt tripping me into never calling you. So I just want to go say hi to the folks. Let them know I love you.
Hey, everybody. Hey, Dina. Dinasaurus.
Hi!
And
Hi,
Sean,
Carly.
you know, you're not the only adult around this crowd.
They can't quite. Listen, Sean says hi. Dina is overcome with excitement. I just want the folks at home to know that I love my mother and I do call her sometimes, all right?
Oh, you call texting calling?
All right. What's that, Mom? Are we going through a tunnel? I can't. What? This is crazy. I love you. I love you. Oh my gosh.
You're an asshole.
Incredible.
Oh my god, I love my mom. Jokes aside, Mom, happy birthday. Thank you so much for supporting the show, for always supporting me and all of my friends, for all the ridiculous things that we do. I love you so much. I would never be here without you. You're the greatest mother in the entire world. And I swear, it's the only time I pretended to hang up on you going through a tunnel. Scout's honor. Happy birthday. I love you. I can't believe she just left. Oh, do we have another voicemail? Hopefully make me feel bad about myself.
Hello, Don't Make It Weird podcast. This is Spizboy the Gnome, and I got some message for Daniel. Okay, Daniel smells like a mushroom that's past its prime, shuns the doubt of your podcasting. You know Dina's a dime. One has amazing stories, the other does work. But the third guy hates gnomes, so he's just a jerk. You may be tall as heck, but I have nothing to fear. You can't even get names right, so kiss my tiny rear. You hate me and my kind, but you're just jealous of our beard, so keep our names out of your mouth before we make this real weird.
Oh,
It's just, Daniel doesn't but long time listener, first time hating Daniel. Love you guys. Keep on doing the thing.
Oh my god!
What?
That was hot bars! Oh my god!
I don't know if that counts as love, but
Oh my god,
Daniel.
that was amazing!
That was
Whoever the
beautiful.
hell just dropped that, fuck you and fuck every gnome out there. All right? I'll go to war with you, gnome. I'll drop a battle. They don't call me Dr. Dreidel for nothing, dog. All right? I'm going to bring hot bars to have a response to them next episode. Mr. Gnome.
No, you won't.
Okay, I won't. Sorry.
I don't know about y'all, but
so
I got called the dime. So
if they want to leave us a voicemail,
Listen, if you are a gnome, you can dial the rejection hotline. I should probably post that. But anyone else, if you would like to call us and leave a voicemail, because right now we're at the top of the game. I don't know if you can beat my mom guilt tripping me and a diss lyric from a gnome, but you can give us a call at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-69-WEIRD.
all right.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was it. Dina, all right, I've been made fun of enough
No,
today.
I thought you were gonna do the whole number.
Why don't you do the number? I don't know how to read numbers, apparently.
I don't know the number.
Oh my God. It's 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473.
I caught you doing the hand thingies this time.
Daniel, I interpreted your whole spiel just then.
All right. So this week we are not having a game segment. Daniel, what are we having this week?
So listen, I've got a little segment on my glorious Twitter feed called Daniel's Writing Tips of the Day. And this is where I lend my expertise as a unpublished, unsigned indie author who is really bad with commas, and I give you my excellent writing tips because I want to help you, community. And a couple weeks back, I had a pretty good one, and it went go to 82% of the way into your book, have the first character that appears boop the next character that appears, and post results. And I let the folks know that, if they went in and made changes to their current works in progress that involved booping and posted it on Twitter, that we would pick some of our favorites and play it on an episode of the podcast. Well, guess what, folks? Here we are, the boopening. But I have one question. Sean, do you know what a boop is? Do you have a definition for booping?
That's when you just tap someone on their nose and go, boop.
I feel like I need a visual demonstration. Dina, do you think you could get Timothy in here?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh my God.
That's never going to happen.
Come on, let's fingers crossed. This could be the moment. This could be the moment.
I can't believe she's even trying.
I love that she's trying. If she brings him in here, this is going to be the greatest segment of all time. She's talking. She's debating.
If you get anything from this, it's going to be his hand from off screen.
I'd be okay with that.
This is what he did. Wait. He said, no.
Pretty much what I expected.
Well,
And I didn't even present him on camera. I just said, can I just have your hand? Just boop.
That's what I said it would be.
and he wouldn't even give you the hand.
No.
One of these days, we're going to get Timaranja on here. We're going to get Timothy to be a part of our show, and I look forward to that day. But in the meantime, we have some winners, and I'm so excited because we actually reached out to some of these authors and had them read a portion of their beautiful works in progress that have been booped for us. Sean, what do you got for us, buddy?
Well, number one is by Jamie Jackson. That's at Villain Leaning on Twitter. Let me get the screen share going here.
Now, Jamie's come on as late. You know, she's a new Twitter friend, and I freaking love her. She's hilarious. She tells me that she's funnier than Deadpool. Oh, here we go.
Are you seeing this?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yep.
Hi, Don't Make It Weird podcast. I'm very excited to be here. And now, a reading. I definitely underestimated you, Virgil said. How have you been getting out? I just borrow the remotes for the garage and gate. I always put them right back on your bedside table when I get back. You talk in your sleep, by the way. Virgil considered her silently for a moment, then reached out and booped her nose.
I love that one because it gives us like a really good stalker vibe. Like she's just been kind of like hiding in there and it's just like a little. What do you think,
That's
Dina?
what I would do.
Yeah, right there.
If I was stalking, that's exactly what I would do. I would just like come up to them and just boot them in the nose.
But you've never done that before. You've never stalked anyone, right, Dina?
No. I've been stalked.
And that'll be another
Never
story
have
for
I
a
ever.
podcast. But no, definitely go follow Jamie on Twitter. You can also check out her book that she just released, Fear and Fury. It's awesome. We hope to have her on the show in the future. So thank you, Jamie, for participating. Sean, who's next?
Next up, we have Matthew Sidak. That's M. Sidak on Twitter, at M. Sidak.
Hi, this is Matthew Sidak, and this is a snippet from The Backwards Night that I have used Daniel's writing tip of the day from a few days ago to improve upon. The writing tip was, go to 82% of the way into your book and have the first character that appears boop the next character on the nose. So here we go. Princess, what's with the sword? You need to learn how to use it, oaf. I cannot have you flailing about. That's how you get shot. That hurts, Princess. Hence why you must learn. Orin sighed, shook his head, and booped Layla on the nose. She stabbed him. A lot. The end.
That's
She
me.
stabbed him a lot. So I
guess
hope
we-
that's actually dialogue from his real book. Like, she stabbed him a lot.
Yes, I love.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like that's a pretty early ending to his novel. So it looks like we helped him come up with a conclusion. And thank you, Matt, for sharing. And let me tell you, his lady is a really good artist. She posts some like some of her murals and not murals, God, just paintings that she posts up there, and
Her
pretty
street
amazing. Yeah. Street art, Jesus.
Her murals.
Her
She
murals?
painted the
Yeah, her-
painted the ceiling of a church. It was breathtaking.
Michelangelo-esque. So yeah, check out The Backwards Night when that thing comes out, because again, they incorporate the writing tips. Good things happen for him, wouldn't you say, Dina?
Yes.
Excellent contribution, hard-hitting analysis. Sean, what do we got next?
Next, we have Fanny T. Crispin. That's
Wait,
at-
don't play it. I don't want the peeing noise while she's. I'm not peeing, but I'm pouring a drink for those people
my
that are
God.
She's
audio
peeing.
only.
She's definitely peeing, guys.
Okay,
Okay,
go.
drink pouring break. Is that what we're doing?
Nope, pee
Yeah.
break. Nope, definitely pee break.
Tea break.
I
Yep.
spilled some. It's fine.
Mine isn't loud enough.
That's what she said.
Yeah, we'll
No,
drink to that.
that's a reach.
No.
That's a reach. Damn it. Okay, Fanny T. Crispin at FanTC Books on Twitter. FanTC
Good name.
So
Books.
clever every
So
time.
clever. I love it.
Every time. Here it is.
The circus master reached out with a metal hand of wires. The girl screamed. Laura stood her ground, a skinny single mom against pure evil. She squeezed her eyes shut and felt cold metal touch her nose.
The delivery there, the drama in her eyes pre-boot was just captivating.
Listen, I got a thing for gingers, as we all know, and that was a good read.
Hey, whoa. You back off. Fanny's one of my two fans. You cannot have her. You cannot collect her like your Infinity Stones, Dina.
I am.
Fanny's all mine. And her husband's, but, you know. It's fine. It's fine.
You know,
Yeah.
it works.
And the last recording we have is from Stephanie B. Sierra at Sierra, S-T-E Sierra, on Twitter.
I cannot stand against your queen. She would see me casting and counter my spell long before I could finish it. I leaned towards him. Teach it to me. Elise, Miss Cropper, I corrected. He looked pained, and he booped me right on the nose.
Some of these are just like so dramatic, and then
I
it's
could
like,
just feel like he looked pained.
I mean, I just feel like it's a good way to de-escalate a big dramatic situation. So, I mean, it's a viable thing.
I'm gonna start doing that now.
It just, like next time someone gets mad at you at work, you just go up to them and be like, hey, I understand your concerns. Boop.
I'm definitely gonna do that every time now. My clients will love it.
But I mean, like, honestly, one of the funniest things that I got, because we had a lot of people actually respond back to this, is that there were so many people that were like, yeah, this would actually be pretty in character for my person. Yeah. I'm either gonna keep this, or in a future novel, I'm having my person boop someone. So critics and reviewers, a couple of years from now, they're gonna be like, why the hell is everyone booping each other in all this crop of books that's come out?
This is Daniel's claim to fame.
I started
this is all he's got.
the era of the boop.
The boop.
All right, so I heard that we've got one more left. We're going to do it in honor of one of our favorite authors, one of our boys, Rance. You can check out his book, His Ragged Company, The Testimony of Elias Faust, and you can find it anywhere on Amazon. But,
am I reading this?
Oh, yeah. Producer Sean, this is all you, baby. I want that big, beautiful voice. I want you to get real deep in there.
That's what she said.
Damn it, Dina.
A sputter, a flicker in the beam of lightning. One of the pulses burrowing into my chest fizzled. I could move, just a bit. The magnate, his palm gleaming red, thrust high his right hand. So I booped him, right in his dumb fuck nose. Take that, bitch, baby.
I spit on myself.
Right in his dumb fuck nose.
Oh my God,
Fantastic.
I love it.
I'm going to use that.
All right, so you can find Daniel's writing tips of the day every day or two on Twitter at DankWritesThing.
You son of a... How dare you? How dare you? It's Dan Q Writes Thing. Do not let these bullies win. Do not call me Dank. Mama.
No, listen.
Yeah.
It's Shannon B. Writes, and it's Dank Writes Thing. That's the
correct.
Difference.
Yes,
that's
correct.
This is just, you know what? This is why.
You can walk off the stage.
This is, you know what? I can't right now. Dina, talk to us about who's coming on next.
Ew.
That's how he really cries, by the way. He wasn't faking it.
I was going to say, wait, way to be empathetic. No. That was just a, ew.
No.
Ew.
So, me. Okay, up next we have Alexander James, author of The Tribe, here to talk to us about querying.
Hey! Alex, welcome.
Do we have to actually drink every time I say cilantro, or is that like...
Yeah, no, you definitely, you got it. Definitely 100%. But where do you fall on Team Cilantro right now, man?
Well, I'm a chef by... Tits. I'm a chef by trade, so fairly pro.
Yes.
I also call it cilantro and not coriander. Does that count for two?
Yep.
I'm glad I have extra beers next to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we trying to? Is this a speed competition right now?
I've got a speed pour line next to me because I'm only on the show for a little bit, so I've got a lot of catching up to do.
Yeah, you got it.
Jesus Christ!
I love it. That's a man.
Okay,
who's
for the
prepared.
record, which hand is your dominant hand?
Right.
Okay. All right.
Why?
Because if you're going in on the drinking games, you're in Buffalo as well.
Yeah,
that means you can only drink with your left hand, and if we catch you drinking,
how
with
many
your right
buzzes
hand,
was
you have
that?
to finish your drink.
Yeah, it was about 5 buzzers. So,
Alex.
Okay, so I can only drink with my non-dominant hand.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
I mean that makes sense, right?
No, yeah,
totally normal.
Yeah. So we've gotten extra fancy now that Alex is here. I've got my nice tie on. Dina did a quick road, and she's got her glasses on to because Alex is over here. He's got a nice little vest, nice tie.
He's got a waistcoat.
Yep. A pocket watch and a monocle.
Am I the Monopoly man?
You can
Alex,
be, buddy.
we need you over more.
Yeah, you're too far. There you go. There we go.
Center yourself in frame. Thanks, buddy.
We have to see your face.
Yeah, God, he might be the best looking guest we've had on so far. I'm sorry, Zev.
Yeah, Tom.
All right. So, Alex, thank you so much for coming on the show today. In this segment, we're going to talk a little bit about your book, a little bit about your querying process, finding agents, and, maybe if we have time, we can see if you can convince Dina that butter is okay and acceptable in terms of a food.
Tag me in.
Listen, we can fight one night.
She's rolling up her sleeves. She's ready for it.
This is a coincidence, but I'm still ready to fight. It doesn't change that it leaves a nasty film on my mouth, and I don't like it.
Listen, I have no input on what does or does not leave a film in your mouth. That's your business.
I'm just going to drink. I'm not even going to say it.
I do love butter. But you and whatever coats the inside of your mouth is your business.
It's true.
That's fair.
I appreciate respect.
Fair.
All right. So, Dina, start us off with the first question.
I'm blanking.
All right.
You should know
Did
by
we already
now.
ask him about his book?
Yeah, let's talk
You should
about the
know
book,
by
man.
now to not make Dina ask the first question. You're supposed to get the ball rolling.
Yeah, I can't do pressure.
All right. It's all right.
But no, okay, wait, I'm ready.
Okay, she's ready. All right, we're back in.
I'm ready. Alex, why don't you tell us a little bit about what your book is about and what inspired the story?
I would love to. Thank you. The Tribe is half a love letter to the Pacific Northwest wilds that I've spent a fair amount of time in. I'm a big outdoorsy person. I currently live in New York City, but I just moved here from Seattle. So I spent a bunch of time in the spines of the Cascades. The spine of the Cascades, it's a single entity. Backpacking and hiking and being outdoorsy. And it's half a horror story about being alone out in those woods and sort of what that inspires. It actually came to me. I was overnighting. I was deep in the wilds. I was like out in the Mount Glacier Wilderness. And I was lying in my tent and I had the thought that like, if something happened and I started screaming bloody murder at the top of my lungs, it was 30 miles between me and the next human.
What the fuck is with these horror authors?
Don't do that. You're freaking me out.
Y'all,
She can't handle it. She can't handle that.
If you've ever been camping, it's the craziest thing because you lie down in your tent and it's like it's fun and maybe you've been drinking, maybe you've been like hanging out by a campfire, and then you go to sleep and you've just decided as a human being that the 16th of an inch of your tent wall is safe and will protect you from the outside world.
Listen, I can tell you growing up.
remembered.
Yeah, I can tell you growing up, my blanket protected me from all sorts of monsters under the bed. So
that's a fair point.
Still does, bitch.
That's a fair point.
Yeah, no leaving your toes out underneath the blanket. That's how they get you. That's how they win. So this sounds like a really cool story. I mean, is it like just for me? Is this out? Is this published? Is this something I can check out on Amazon?
Sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry to offend you, Alex.
That's
God.
what you get for the drinking game.
No, it is not released anywhere. I am in the process of being on sub with my agent.
Oh, so that's a little something that we were kind of really excited about because when Dina was telling us about this, I said, Dina, don't you even. I said, Dina.
You started to say the wrong name again.
I did not. That is a lie.
Who's Dana?
Damn it, Alex!
Do you do this to your wife?
Alex, no. So yeah, all right. So you are currently on sub with an agent. You're trying to get your book out there. So I guess tell us a little bit about your process because I know that me and 1,000 other authors, we deal with the constant rejection of form letters that say, "Hello, dear author. Your story isn't right for us, but I'm sure it's really good, and someone else, gosh dang, it's gonna like it."
The form rejections with dear author make my blood boil.
They're so bad.
It's so rough because I get it. You as an agent are pounding through hundreds of queries a day in your slush pile. You're busy. I understand that, but my name is 4 letters long. It's like writer is longer, author longer.
I feel this in my bones.
They could just type A and be good with it.
Yeah, there
They
you
didn't
go.
have to do author. They could just do
you could
A.
say a random letter of the alphabet, and I'd still probably be okay.
Probably, yeah.
Thank you, Hyphen. We really appreciated your book today.
All right, dear exclamation mark.
At least they were excited about you.
That's true.
Fuck, dear author.
Oh man,
Very nice.
So I guess like take us through like what it was like when you first started querying, like some of the things that worked, that didn't work. Like take us through, I guess, like your origin story in this process.
Just so,
hold on,
for
sure.
Alex. Just so we're clear, you're seeking traditional publishing, right?
I am.
Right.
Yeah.
So I don't
Hence
think
the
we
agent,
made.
Sean.
I don't think we made that distinction clear. To
Okay.
everybody.
Yeah.
Wait, is that not
That's fine.
clear? Hold on. Now we're going through a mindfuck. Isn't that clear for us writers?
It's fair.
Like,
Just
I don't get an agent for indie.
no, you wouldn't. But it's still a good clarification that he's seeking traditional publishing. That he doesn't want to go to
Okay, I was just making sure I wasn't crazy.
I think we need to
hate
make
dear
the
authors,
assumption
so-
that not every amateur author knows the ins and outs of querying, right?
Yeah.
From the beginning to getting an agent to being
fair.
represented.
A distinction between like these are the steps I'm taking to pursue traditional publishing, which is I would say very different from pursuing self-publishing, which is a lot more self-propelled marketing and jazz.
Okay. Where do we back up to?
Okay, so we're going to start with, so Alex, can you tell us a little bit, as you're on this journey to be traditionally published, take us like kind of the starting, how you got, your first steps on how you were trying to get published to how you tried to find a agent, and just kind of take us through the origin story of your journey.
Yeah, absolutely. So The Tribe is actually not the first book I've ever written, first of all, or the first book that I've queried. The first book I ever wrote is a hot dumpster fire of a Dungeons and Dragons inspired fantasy novel that will see the light of day over my cold and decaying corpse.
I want it so bad. Got it. You've just
Love
made
it.
me want this. You made me want this.
No.
That's how he's going to
Nobody
drum
wants
up
it.
the demand for it. Is saying it. Nope,
Oh
it'll
no!
never be
I broke my
available.
dinosaur.
Not the cock!
I just bought this 2 days ago.
Focus. We are talking about the journey and his hot dumpster fire into Dungeons and Dragons erotica.
Not the
really
cock
hard
is going to
week.
be
Where
the new
did the
soundbite.
erotica come
Oh, sorry,
from?
that's just my mind, because now we're talking about cocks. I just wanted it to be Dungeons and Dragons
Sure,
erotica.
okay, no,
So,
you know what? That's honestly, that's on me.
Okay, I've had a really hard week.
All right, so that was the first book I wrote, and I kind of knew as soon as I was done with it, I was like, man, I wrote a book. Like I had that moment of like joy and triumph that we all feel when we finish something that we like worked on, and then the next moment after that, I was like, this is bad. So I wrote a second one. I wrote a better one, in my opinion, and I thought it was good enough that I was like, I'm gonna try and get this published, and I did the research and I did the steps and the Googling that we all do. And I was like, what does it take to be published? And immediately it was like self-publishing, traditional publishing. And I was like, well, I have severe.
No, we lost you again.
Damn it!
No, I have
Just give me a
severe
chance to-
cliffhanger.
Y'all, I got this a week ago. I'm so fucking, not even a week ago.
sorry.
I'm so fucking sad.
I'm sorry,
I'm
baby.
sorry.
Yeah, we didn't mean it.
I didn't even
No,
have a
I'm
chance
actually
to
sorry.
name him yet.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
I
so
know.
Nope. Still no audio, Alex. Oh.
He knew. Oh no, I dropped the leg.
You have super glue?
Yeah, I'll get to it later. What should we name him? He's broken.
Hey, there he is.
We'll name him
Hey,
Daniel. Sorry.
Is his name Daniel because he's broken?
Yes.
Well, what's that? We're having audio issues with you again, Alex. This is crazy.
No, we're not. Keep talking. Talk
This whole
forever.
part is
Also,
cut. It's cut.
I'm pretty sure there's a high-speed chase happening outside of Alex's window because I keep seeing police
Yeah,
go by.
you're looking at Brooklyn right now, and that's the way it be. So
Wait, are you actually
I
in
live
Brooklyn?
Oh yeah, I live in Bushwick, so it's a dash of danger with gentrification.
All right. So back on track. You finished your second. You finished your first book, Hot Dumpster Fire. You're going to send it to me after the show, and then you wrote your second book.
Yeah, so I wrote my second book, and after looking at the same Google articles that we all have pulled up, I decided that I have a desperate and unyielding need for external validation, and went with traditional publishing.
I know this. Are you us? Are you us?
I feel this in my soul.
And thus began the process of, drafting a query letter, drafting a synopsis, building a list of agents. And guys, I went so hard. I Googled several times in a row. I Googled top 10 agents for this genre. And I was like, here it is. Here's my first draft query letter right to your inbox.
Oh,
You're welcome.
So you didn't even edit it. You just went balls in.
And you can't redo it. You've got no second chances. Fuck.
That's right. No regrets.
No regrets.
I burned so many bridges. My life is smoke.
Yes. Oh, I feel it in my bones right now because I did the same thing.
Oh, shit.
So, then there was the process of, obviously a deafening silence returned from the universe in my direction. And I started to think, after 3 months and 50 queries, I was like, hey, literally nobody has gotten back to me. And people talk about full requests a lot. So I don't know if I'm doing this right. So I revised and changed my query letter. I found Pitch Wars, and I took part in Pitch Wars and did all this. And it was a really hard moment where I feel like one of my burgeoning author friends read my first 25 and in a query swap scenario. And they DM'd me on Twitter and they said, hey man, you like writing, right? You're into this. And I was like, yeah, I really do. And they were like, good. You should consider writing another book. And at first I was like, gosh, thanks, man. And they were like, no. You should write a better book.
No. What the fuck?
That's either the best friend or the worst friend right there.
But that's exactly it. Is we all write these things and we put so much of ourselves into them.
Yeah.
When is the moment when you're like, is this actually good enough? Or what? Not necessarily good enough. Maybe that's the wrong word, but will this sell? Because that's traditional publishing. Is this marketable? And the answer for me was no. So I said, this sucks and my feelings are hurt. So I'm going to go on a 4-day backpacking trip with a fifth of bullet bourbon and figure some shit out. And I came back with the tribe.
Hey!
I have now met my spirit animal.
We actually say inner beast now.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, that's true.
I have now met my inner beast.
Is it the fifth of bourbon? Is that your?
Well, would you?
No, it was the immediate crush in your soul, and the whole solution was let's go run away and drink. That's me.
That's correct. Yes.
So,
and especially
they don't call me sober scribe.
Yes.
So would you be willing to be Dina's chimera per se?
I believe it's actually pronounced chimera, and I will die on this.
Yes.
I'm leaving the show. I'm over it. I don't
I have been playing Dungeons and Dragons since I was 12 years old, and I have never heard the phrase chimera uttered around a table.
We're talking about two different fucking animals, okay?
Are we? Oh, tell me about it.
CHIMAERA is a chimera, and I will die on this fucking hill. I'm gonna get Paolini. No, not Paolini. Oh no. What's
Christopher Paolini?
No, I am number 4, Dina.
No, that's Aragon.
I'm number 4, Dina.
It's a made-up name with 2 authors, James and John, or something like that. No,
man.
hold on.
We've broken Dina. Dina's been broken. Alex has broken her. She's done. So, Alex, would you like to be my new co-host on the Don't Make It Weird podcast?
Do you have any good stories?
Even, Daniel. Who wrote?
It's
I have number
Joby
4.
Hughes and James Frey. I am number 4.
No, I need to know like their combined author name.
Joby Hughes.
Lorian, like
Jones?
no, hold on.
Pittacus lore?
Jobothy?
Is it Pittacus lore?
It's Joby and James, right? So if you
Pittacus lore.
switch those together.
What is it?
It's Pittacus lore.
Pittacus lore?
So Pittacus lore. They wrote a different type of animal than a chimera, but they spelled it with like that Greek AE in there. And I swear to God, that changed everything. So it's now chimera.
Pittacus lore, Jesus.
Man, I'll tell you what, Pittacus lore is a great name. Holy shit.
So, Alex, if you and me were to write a book together and we had to combine our name a la Pittacus lore, what would you want our name to be?
Let's see. I'm Alexander James. You're Daniel Quigley. I think the best and highest quality option is
Dear author.
I do think it's Jiggly. And I want you to hear me out here.
He's going to love it. You don't even need to explain why.
Jiggly.
He already loves it. I know.
One word, one name, just Jiggly.
Just like Madonna,
Like
baby.
Cher, baby.
Oh my God.
All right.
Is this where Daniel, are you acting out because you're jealous of Tom and I? Is that it?
I've got Jiggly now.
Daniel's
Tom,
super
we need a
happy
name.
because Dina wanted Alex to come on the show. And now
I
I
literally
think you got that backwards,
I feel like-
actually.
I feel like
don't know.
Daniel
Shut
I feel like Daniel's blossoming a little bit of a bromance here, and now Dina's getting
Yeah,
pissed
this is
off.
gross to
No,
watch.
definitely my
And I am
bromance.
Thanos, and I'm losing my Infinity Stones right now, and I'm having a mental fucking breakdown about it. It's okay.
No, I'm. This is my bro now. This is my dude. This is my guy.
I don't like it.
So we went completely off the rails, you guys, and we're over time. So do you want to cover
sorry.
anything else?
Yes, yeah, Dina. Let's get one more good question just about his querying process and how he's now actually on sub, and then we'll call it a day.
So after you get your agent sign, they sign you and you've queried and you're done with all that stuff. What happens now? Where are you at within that process?
So it's considered, well, that's passive voice. Active voice. I consider
And that's a real writer.
signing an agent as the grand halfway point. It's querying. There are a million metaphors for querying. My personal one is querying is walking through a dark forest by yourself that you've only ever heard other people found something in, and there are no maps and there are no paths, and you have to find your own way. And you can occasionally reference other people's maps, but they found their thing in a different part of the forest. So when you find your place in the forest, that's the halfway point. That's the bonfire flickering in the woods that you get to rest at and warm your weary bones. The next part is going on sub with your agent and the manuscript. Occasionally, agents will have edits, as mine did, and most do. They'll say like, this has a good arch. And we like this. We need to change these things just to make it marketable or whatever. And then you basically repeat the process, but instead of you sitting at your computer, laptop, phone, whatever, querying an agent, you and your agent query editors at publishing houses with big scary names like Tor and Penguin Random House and Berkeley and Del Rey. And
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor, but if you would be interested,
But if you
Call me, baby.
and then you repeat the process of checking your inbox and hoping, and now it's great because there's another person wandering that forest with you who has been there before, maybe not in that forest, but in a different forest, and they know what to look for. But you're still wandering together. You're not out of that forest.
Okay, but you brought bourbon though, right?
I mean, I always bring bourbon. Producer Jershawn, they don't call me sober scribe at drunk scribe. Twitter, please follow. Thank you.
So, man, that sounds like an incredible experience. And I need you to do something for me, Alex. All right. And this is very important. This is a don't make it weird promise. I need you to make a promise for me. as soon as you get this damn thing published, you're coming back on the show for a full freaking episode because I love you. Dina is lukewarm on you after you hurt her with Chimera, but the rest of us like you, and we need you back on this show right now. All right, man?
That's very sweet. I do have just one more thing to say.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. So I'm very fuzzy on the rules of the podcast, so I don't want to make a faux pas here.
Oh, God, you're going to
I've got my drink in my hand.
So is it cilantro, coriander, or that's what she said? Or is it all three?
Yeah, we'll just go ahead and drink 3 times. Thanks, asshole.
That's not all of it, but I'm glad you're fuzzy.
I was born fuzzy. Producer Sean, thank you so much for having me, guys. This was tremendous.
Drunk Scribe on Twitter, everybody.
He is now my dude. We love Drunk Scribe. Get the tribe published. Come back on the show. Thanks so much, man.
Wow.
All right, guys. Have a great one.
Fantastic.
You too, buddy. Thank you.
Dude, Dina.
I think I love him.
Same, though. Dina.
He's
amazing. I need him to get published. I've never rooted
Don't
harder.
tell Tom.
I've never rooted harder for a guy to get published now.
It's story time with Dinasaurus.
We're going back, but not that far because this just happened. I was talking to my best friend. We will throw out a made-up name, Kenzie. Oh my god.
My editor.
And that's because you fucking stole her from me.
That's my professional editor. Please don't libel her.
Okay, so.
Okay, stop. Stop.
She just.
Hold on a second.
I definitely used the wrong use of the term, didn't I?
Every single time you do. You get it backwards every single time, and I'm tired of it. You're trying to be a writer. Learn the difference between libel and slander. Okay, go ahead.
Potato, tomato.
No, you are a tomato.
Sorry.
Okay. God damn it. Okay, so it was her birthday. May the 4th be with you. So she wanted to go to a music festival, and we had agreed. And I had just started the podcast a month ago, so she had just started exploring this fantastical world of podcast things to us. And don't make it weird, not a sponsor. So
kind of a sponsor.
Definitely a sponsor.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Definitely the sponsor.
The only sponsor. So she started listening to these local podcasts that she found, and she found this crew of people that she really liked, and she said that they were comparable to us, and she was very happy. She instantly fell in love with them, and she messaged one of the people after an episode where he was talking about how his friends never want to go party with him, and all he wants to do is get drunk on the weekend and go crazy, have a good time. Those were his words. So she found him on Instagram, as one apparently does. And she messaged him and she said, "Hey, I was just listening to your show, and I'm sorry you've got crappy friends, but me and my friend are going to a music festival, and all we want to do is have a good time."
With you.
Yeah, oh yeah, she said, "We want to have a good time with you." Thank you for that one, Daniel. So he messaged back right away. And he said, "I would love to go to that music festival with you guys. Have a good time with you." And she texted me because she was so excited that this local celebrity had messaged her back and wanted to go to a music festival with us. How fucking cool is that? We're gonna hang out.
Yeah, just have a good time.
And, let's not forget that she had messaged him before that asking him to be the DJ at her wedding, and he ignored her. But he instantly answered about the have a good time with you.
You too.
So,
You too.
Yeah, with both of you. Because we're going for a good time.
The 3 of us together.
Yeah.
And what was, and when you told me and producer Sean about this. What was our response?
So you're gonna have a three-way with him?
Yeah, Daniel was like, he totally thinks you're trying to get him into a three-way. Right?
Yeah. So she had texted me screenshots of her sending this random fucking dude, these messages, and I was like, oh, no.
They were the most, like...
You were supposed to...
They were the most unintentionally sexual. Like, all of it. She wasn't trying to, but everything
was
she said...
just sexual.
Everything she said was...
We're going to a music festival. We're looking to get crazy. It's going to be so much fun. Can't wait to see you there and hang out with you and have a good time with you. Like, everything was so innocently sexual, and I was just, like, reading it. As I got it, I was like, oh, no. Nobody needs, nope. And I said, did you actually send these? And she said, yeah, look, like he just responded and he wants to come. And I was like, I bet he fucking does.
That's what she said.
Whoa. So, hold on. So she texted me these screenshots and I was like panicking. I was like, no, you need to fix this right now. Like, I'm not doing that. You didn't mean that. I'm not doing that. That's not going to happen. So she texted him and she was like, LOL. My friend just told me that could be unintentionally sexual and I didn't mean it like that. I was like, yeah. So he messaged and he was like, oh no, it's fine. Like, I didn't take it that way. And I think it was like 2 days later, he instantly stopped messaging her when she made it very clear that we were not in for a good time. Like,
And for the record, I am the worst friend because as soon as she started sharing these text messages and started telling us about it, my reaction was, no, you need to keep pretending like you want to have a threesome. We need to see how far we can play this.
Yeah,
like this is what the podcast needs. We need a story where you, like, he's like, yeah, let's come back to my hotel room. And you're like, what, are we going to play video games or something?
yeah. No, I did try to, after that, like, I told her what you guys had said, and she was like, yeah, let's try to, like, see what happens. But we wound up not going to the music festival, so it was a bust. And then he ghosted anyway,
So random Tampa Bay disc jockey out there, I tried to get you a threesome, buddy. I tried.
So, disc jockey. I feel like you didn't really recall the messages as they were sent because I recall them sounding far more suggestive.
Oh, they were so suggestive.
Give us the suggestiveness because I don't remember.
And now I feel bad for not pulling up the messages ahead of time. And I know they're in our chat, but Messenger's taking forever to go back that far in our messages.
So maybe we'll do a little addendum.
So the first message reads, from Kenzie, hi again. This might come off super weird, but I have been listening to the podcast lately, and I listened to an episode about how sometimes you just want to go out, party, get drunk, and have fun, and sometimes your friends aren't like that. Well, my best friend Dina and I are planning on going to Sunset Music Festival at the end of the month for my birthday, which is May 4th. And you should totally join us. I think all of us would really get along and we would have a great time. We don't ever really get to go out much because of our jobs and how taxing it can be for us. We're sign language interpreters, by the way, especially during this time with COVID. So we're just really looking to have some fun. I thought maybe it would be it would be something that you would be interested in. And he responded and said, OMG, that may be a ton of fun, with tons of exclamation points. He's like, I gotta see if I'm around, but to party with y'all would maybe a blast, with another slew of explanation points. And Kenzie responded and said, yay, awesome. Also, my friend told me that apparently my message can come off as inappropriate, so glad you didn't take it that way. Phew, was semi-freaking out about it. Sometimes I forget how to speak English. And he said, haha, no, it was perfectly okay. And even if it was inappropriate, I wouldn't mind. Don't worry with me. She said, phew, okay, I'm a mess. It's been a week.
All right, audience. We've done a lot of things for the people in this episode. We've gotten here a lot of stories, done a lot of segments. But this is time for my favorite, for something that I want to hear, which is Dina read Cringey Copulation. Dina, check your DMs. It's now time for part 2 in our Dina Reads Dinosaur Erotica reads. Dina?
This is taken by the T-Rex. by Christy Sim.
She caught the girth of its fat cock in her hands and drew it towards her body, increasing the area of nerve endings which were being stimulated. The T-Rex seemed to appreciate the gesture. ...
Dramatic pause.
Oh, is that what that means? Okay. It seemed as if time stood still. There was nothing in the entire world apart from his grunting. This grunting, not his, because it can't be a fucking male. This grunting, grinding, growling lizard. And Drin wrapped around its cock.
Mm-hmm.
She managed to bring her legs up, locking her ankles around its wet dick. As well, the entire length of her body becoming... I don't like that word. I don't like that word. I can't say that word. Somebody else say that word.
The entire length of her body becoming a C word.
Oh my...
For this animal to fuck. What the fuck? Who the fuck writes this?
Christy Sims.
Who?
Christy Sims.
I have words for Christy Sims.
Do you honestly put penis and cunt in the same category?
No.
Like, because you act the same way.
I kind of hate cunt
words.
too. I hate
I
it.
hate
I mean, it's not a great word,
the C
but
word.
I can still
I
say it
penis.
physically.
I only don't say penis as
I
a
don't
joke.
use it in casual conversation.
Penis.
Penis.
But
I
if
don't
you're
like
doing
the
a
C
dramatic reading, I mean...
I just like that the T-Rex appreciated her stimulating him. It's just like... So, Dina, how'd you feel about that reading? Was that pretty hot?
I don't understand why her entire body became a C word. I don't get that.
Because think about how big a T-Rex penis is. I mean, it puts Edge in his 13.5-inch cock to shame. So, I mean, for it to be inserted in her, it would have to be like all the way her whole body.
Hold on a second. Similar subject, okay?
There's a fucking wall that it hits. It's not gonna fucking go anywhere.
Hold on a second. So 2 weeks ago, Daniel did a Jar Jar erotic fan fiction reading, and you guys had a discussion afterwards about, do you think his dick is bigger than Edge's?
Yeah.
And the argument was, he's taller than Edge. He's not. Jar Jar Binks is 6'4". Edge is 6'5".
Oh my God! We have a follow-up on this.
And you know what? We didn't do shit we did wrong this week. Otherwise, I would have brought it up.
That's true. That's true. This is a fair point. Yeah. My mind is blown. Edge and Jar Jar, same size.
I don't think...
I like you brought up the ruler again.
I don't think it... Yeah, I don't think it can...
I think you're going to need the yardstick next time.
I don't think it can go.
Do you have a teal yardstick back there somewhere?
Yeah, we need a tape measure. It's the only answer.
It's in the pantry.
It's in the pantry.
Alex, if you're still in the audience, go into the chat and let us know how big a T-Rex penis is, and we can use that as a reference point. You're on it.
Why are you asking?
Yeah, I just think it would be hilarious for him to look it up.
He's definitely coming back now. It's at least 6 feet long, he says. All right, weird takes, Daniel?
It is time for weird takes. Hit me, Sean.
Weird takes.
That's what she said.
Damn it, Dina.
Son of a bitch. Okay. The first one's from Wesley at Wes Rants on Twitter. Someday, fantasy writers are going to figure out that wolves are pack animals and the whole lone wolf thing is mostly nonsense. Does this count as weird takes?
Can you repeat the question? Because I was laughing about a leaf blower. Go ahead.
Okay, roll it back. You were laughing about a leaf blower?
It unleashes like a party blower.
Party blower, not a leaf blower. I'm so
blower.
sorry. He made me drink a lot.
Right. And you're also paying attention to the chat.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Alex
Instead
is really
of
distracting.
recording.
I can't quit him.
Really funny.
I can't quit him.
Okay, you know what, Alex? Come back in.
Yeah, Alex,
do weird
Alex
takes
get
with
back
us.
in here.
If Tom was here, he would be just as distracted.
Yeah, no, Alex, come back in here. Be a part of Weird Takes. We need you on this, buddy.
Oh my god, he actually... Wait, do I have to
Is he wearing a T-Rex costume now? Because I can't see this video.
What I need him to do...
Nobody can see my video, and that is the point.
Oh. Well, can you at least...
naked.
Then we're going to edit this. Can you just do the Obi-Wan Kenobi, hello there?
Oh, my...
Hello there.
Okay, so we have Alex here, live via satellite, audio only.
Just as God intended it, baby.
All right. So repeat our weird
So
takes.
essentially, hold on. What this means is Alex is naked. So you have that on your mind.
And
that's fine. I'm fine with
this.
We
proved
Wesley
that,
at Wes Rants on Twitter says someday fantasy writers are going to figure out that wolves are pack animals and the whole lone wolf thing is mostly nonsense. Did he just leave?
Yeah, but Dina, just start us and we'll get him back in.
I personally am not a pack animal. It has taken me several years to be a pack animal. That's all that I got.
Okay,
And
hold on.
I'm
The question
working on
was
being a
not,
pack
are you a lone
don't
wolf or a
understand the
pack
question.
animal? So I think what Wes is trying to say here is that a ton of fantasy writers use the trope of the lone wolf, but it doesn't make any sense because wolves are pack animals. There was a bug. There was a mosquito I was slapping. Okay, you live in Florida. I'm sure you slap bugs all the time. He said someday fantasy writers are going to figure out that wolves are pack animals and the whole lone wolf thing is mostly nonsense. And Daniel, this is why you need to answer first.
This time I listened.
Okay. All right. So listen, here's my feeling when it comes to the whole lone wolf trope. Again, just like, have I read a book, whether you listen to it on audio or reading, it's become a broad catch-all for being a loner. And yes, I understand that wolves in the wild don't do the lone wolf alpha thing, but wolves in captivity, I believe, still have that kind of lone alpha mentality. So
We're going to have to fact check that.
Yeah, we're going to have to fact check that. But either way, people know what it means. It's evocative, brings it up. Wesley, don't be a gatekeeper.
Here's the thing. I'd love to agree with you, but the lone wolf
like
dies
God.
every goddamn time because wolves are pack animals. The lone wolf means the lone wolf dies tragically impaled at the end of an elk's antlers, and that's the end of the story.
At the end of Jar Jar's large penis.
It unfurls like what's that birthday toy where you blow and it like unfurls upside down? Y'all know what I'm talking about. That's what a T-Rex's penis, I'm pretty sure, looks like. You can check that with science, but I'm pretty sure I got it.
We're not going to fact check it. That's perfect. So, Dina, what's your thought on the world weird take?
You know what? Actually, hold on. We Have Issues had an animal genitalia expert on their show this week. So,
What
Elise,
the fuck?
if you're out there listening, she writes comic books and she's a scientist. Okay.
So she's an expert on Tyrannosaurus Rex penises.
Yeah, we're gonna have to ask her.
I mean, I hope so.
Yeah, we're gonna.
I need her in my life.
Yeah, can we tag her on a post after this? Because I need an expert on this.
Yeah.
All right,
Dina, lone
Hold
wolf
on.
versus pack animal.
Let me try not to think about the voice of God coming in on this podcast right now. I don't have an opinion on this because, I mean, I can't. What?
Oh, Dina.
The lone wolf always dies. That's all that I
There we
remember.
go. All
Because
right,
like the thing is
That's
like
it.
wolves, like wolf packs have alphas. Alphas have power. The only reason that an alpha wolf would leave the pack to become a lone wolf is, I don't know. Somebody else fill in the end of that question. If I'm in charge of a wolf pack, why would I leave?
That's fair.
I think that the only reason a wolf would be alone is if their pack died, basically.
Yeah.
So mass genocide.
Maybe. Hold on. Here's the thing. If I might leave a wolf pack because maybe those bitches are fucking annoying.
Not so sure
And
wolves
Dina's
really
starting
care
her
about
own
that sort of
podcast.
thing.
Here's the thing, though. Listen, I've been in charge of a lot of friend groups, and sometimes y'all get annoying, and I just gotta dip.
Just gotta go.
And then, like, they all kind of dissolve, and I'm like,
Start a new pack.
lone
Start a new
wolf.
pack.
Like,
All right.
I
So what's our next
really
thing?
feel like we're intermingling the social habits of humans and
too much.
animals a little bit too close, perhaps.
it's too much.
If you knew the amount of stabbing that Dina's done in her life, you would understand that it's pretty much the same thing.
We don't talk about that on the
Oh, we talk about it a lot on it. Anyway,
yeah.
So here's the next one, guys. Eric Johnson at Eric J Writing on Twitter says, I know it's weird, but sometimes I like the does your MC do this or whatever. On the other hand, I do believe there is a limit to backstory and what your MC does. If it's not relevant to the story, then I ignore it. It has to be part of the story for me to use it. So this is something we've discussed on the show before.
I'm ready to take lead on this one.
Get it,
Okay,
Dina.
go ahead, Dina. Take it.
All right. As I have a reputation on Twitter for making fun of those inane writing questions, Zev can back me up on this one. Honestly, people think way too much about, does your MC do this? And do they wipe their ass after they take a shit? Like, nobody gives a flying fuck. If it's not a part of the story, if it's not character building, what happens outside of the words that you're writing in the book, nobody needs to know. I'm over those questions. I'm so over those questions. And if I get canceled on Twitter again for this, fine.
Alex, what do you think, buddy?
See, God damn it, I'd love to have a funny answer to this. I'd love to bust in here with some gut slammers, but yeah, I 100% agree with Dina. If it's not crucial to the story you're telling, it does not matter.
Yeah, and listen, I like to have fun with my satirical writing tips and writing questions, but and I'm all for everyone's got a different process for wanting to, how they build their characters, how they build the background, but it's like, unless it comes up in the story, unless it's something really weird, does it matter how they make their peanut butter and jelly sandwich, which is probably going to be my question tomorrow. So for folks at home, how does your main character like to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich? Oh, look at this shirt. The guns are out.
We have video now.
Oh, my God.
Halfway through the segment, we get video back.
Listen. I thought my participation in this show was over.
No one told you this was a black tie
changed.
affair, man. You didn't have to put on your vest.
Listen. Okay, so this is a special occasion shirt, right? So what I got here.
It says Harry.
I've met my soulmate.
It says Harry Potter, and it's spelled paw, and it's got like a little dog with
kitty cat
Gryffindors.
with the scarf. Yeah. I don't know if I don't think we've done this one before, but I like it. It's completely ridiculous, but we're doing it. Rob Rangel on Twitter at RR_wandering says, you cannot truly be a successful author unless you write while sitting naked in a tub of Jell-O.
No.
I am an amateur Jell-O enthusiast. You can look at my Twitter bio. Check the Twitter bio. I've had it since day one. So as the leading Jell-O expert on this podcast.
Oh my God, it says it. It says it.
Stop it.
It says amateur Jell-O enthusiast.
Wait.
Guess what? He just left and came back. So who knows what he did while he was gone.
So, sorry, amateur Jell-O enthusiast, go on. That can't have been more perfect.
It's actually God.
Yeah, no, I've had it on there since day one, so this question was made for me. Thank you. You can sit naked in a pile of whatever you would like. And that is really, I think, the spirit of what we're all doing here, right? May it be Jell-O, may it be coffee grounds.
Not a sponsor.
May it be lukewarm frozen vegetables that started out frozen, but you've been in there for a long time, and now they're mostly thawed. Find your bliss.
Find your bliss. You know what, Alex? You've inspired me. All right? You've inspired me, sir. This is how I want to write. This is part of my process. I don't care if you're a pantser, a plotter. As long as you are naked in a pool of Jell-O or anything else writing, by God, you should do it. Be creative. Boot people on the nose. This is how writing gets done.
We're going to do two more.
All right, let's do it.
One of them's a joke, but I thought it was hilarious, and you'll find out why in a second. But Vanessa P. at horror author VMP on Twitter. Hi, Vanessa.
What's up, Vanessa?
She says pantsers.
Oh, my God, Vanessa. Okay, now we have time. Okay, he's back.
She says pantsers have sociopathic tendencies. # weird takes. Oh, and Dina took that personally.
I did.
Well, I, for one, like pantsing people when I'm at a party and I am with my buddies.
No.
And what?
No.
Sorry,
yeah,
what?
we don't actually pants people in 2021.
No.
That's not chill.
In the context of Alex is right. In the context of writing, being a pantser means you fly by the seat of your pants. You don't plan out anything ahead of time. You just kind of wing it while you're writing. Am I wrong?
Did Daniel not know what that meant?
I was just making a joke.
He was making a dumb joke.
Oh.
And hold on.
Thanks, John. I appreciate
now we can move on.
That canned laughter is so fucking cold, y'all. Are you joking?
Welcome to my life. Welcome to my life. Anytime I make a joke, it's through the canned laughter or the crickets. I get one of those two. That is me every time.
I see a tattoo.
What, does he have a tattoo?
I see a tattoo.
Oh, God.
I need a tattoo. Give me the tattoo.
The one that you can see? Yes.
Can you stop objectifying our guest?
Sorry.
Okay, that's pretty badass.
Thank you. That's all that I needed. Continue.
He's also got one on his pants.
I have something to say.
What the fuck are you talking
Pantsers.
about?
Sorry, pantsers.
This is what happens
Dina,
when
please.
our guests know the buzzwords.
Dina,
Fuck.
please.
Okay. Pantsers. I don't have an argument because we're definitely sociopaths, but like, don't be offensive. I took that personally.
Dina, this isn't. Here's the thing. Weird takes isn't a debate, though. You can agree with a take. You know that, right?
I know, but I don't want to agree with
All
it.
right, I'll agree with it. Fuck.
Because I'm a sociopath. I'm a sociopath. That's why.
Alex, what do you
Well,
feel
we
about
knew that already.
sociopaths?
We didn't need Vanessa.
How
to
do I
say
feel
that.
about sociopaths? Generally positive. How do I feel about pantsers? Absolutely not.
I've said it before in the show. I start an outline. I start putting in bullet notes. I make a bunch of notes. I start writing. And I ignore my outline completely. I just veer the fuck off the rails. And then I'm like, oh, hey, I should just put in an outline here. And then as soon as I do to catch up with my new ideas, I veer wildly off of that shit too. So it's like, I don't know what that's called. Self-destructive? Like...
It's called a plantser.
Where
It is
you
a planter
ignore...
because it's like
that's
it's
like a
tomato
mix
vine.
of
it's a
planning
planter.
and pantsing. Being a pantser and a planner.
I don't think that's the thing that we're going
So
for.
Dina, what's your process?
I word vomit across my
she
keyboard.
takes her phone
and
in the shower and just starts tapping away on the iOS
that's
notes app.
Jess.
to wash off all the jello.
No,
Oh
I
my
literally I will just, whether it's a dream or a song or a character that I just think of, and I just word vomit across the entire fucking manuscript, and then I go back and I edit, and I want to kill myself because it's so much work because I have to fix everything so that it's cohesive. But that's my process, and I can't do an outline. I tried to do an outline once, and it was worse.
But that's beautiful for like the inception of a book or the start of a storyline. But what do you do when you get to the 50, 60, 70% mark, and suddenly you have to does the ending and the crescendo of all of those arcs just come to you, or do you? I mean,
yeah.
All right, we'll get fucked. How about that?
Okay. I found this one really, really funny because this person's not a fan of the show. They just happen to use weird takes, the hashtag on Twitter. And I think this is hilarious. So Eddie Edwards, if you're out there, at Romulan Ale. I'm done with hot takes. I want weird takes. I'll start. Mannequin is a 5-star movie, and it should be considered an all-time classic. Hashtag weird takes.
Never heard of it.
Oh my God, of course not. It came out. Really? You guys? Okay, Mannequin came out in the late 80s. It had Kim Cattrall from Sex and the City and Andrew McCarthy, and it was all about this dude falling in love with this woman who was a mannequin who came to life and became real.
So like on Doctor Who, it's like a spinoff of Doctor Who.
And wasn't there that movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix? No, that was a sex doll. He was carrying around a sex doll.
So this is like if a weeb fell in love with like a mall mannequin, right?
Yeah, well, I haven't seen it in a really long time, okay? But I think he worked at a department store, and he was just like dressing a mannequin, and then it came to life.
As they do.
And then, yes. And I recall watching it when I was very young and finding it very amusing. And
Umbrella Academy used this too.
I don't normally answer these, but I'm sorry, I got to agree with Eddie Edwards. I think it should be a classic.
All right, Eddie Edwards, we're on board, man. I trust producer Sean. So Mannequin, instant classic. I'll go watch this. I'll go watch this for you, Eddie. So if you ever watch the show, just know that that's my commitment to you, is I'm going to watch Mannequin.
2 hours. That's my commitment to you.
Yep.
I might be on my phone during it, though, so it's like...
And this has been Weird Takes.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We've got one segment left. One segment left. And that is, it's time to choose your own adventure for the next story time with Dina. Dina, what are our options?
No, can't hear you.
No, I wasn't actually talking. Are you not going to be like, choose your...
No, we don't
Wait,
do choose
you
your...
I have literally never done that.
Andrew.
Fuck, Alex.
Andrew? Okay.
That's pretty embarrassing.
This is the end.
I can do a hot intro if you want. I've never seen this segment. I'll do it blind. I'll give a fuck.
I can't believe I just fucked up your name.
You've seen Storytime with Dinasaurus.
Yes.
What we do is Dina gives off 3 options in a choose your adventure format, and then we put a poll on Twitter and people get to choose what the next segment of Dinasaurus' story is.
Okay.
I called you Andrew.
I have never introduced it before. Daniel usually says, it's time to choose your adventure, and then Dina, I play the music, and Dina just says 3 options.
So yeah, just get ridiculous with it.
All the buzzwords.
Yeah, just fucking go crazy with it.
Me? Oh shit. Okay. So it's the line is, it's time for choose your own adventure with Dinasaurus.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for your favorite segment. Choose your own adventure with Dina Says.
Okay, today we have the time someone planned to drug me at a party and what I did. We have the pepper cocaine, or we have the first time I got pulled over.
The pepper cocaine.
Alex, you've got a chance right now to influence the audience. What's your leader in the clubhouse? Which is the story you would like to hear if you have to make an argument for one of the 3?
Oh man, it is 100% the pepper cocaine, because as I'm pretty sure it's salt that somebody mixed pepper with, and Dina confused it as cocaine with pepper in it.
So something you should know about Dina, she's never knowingly consumed drugs in her life.
Oh, you gotta try it. Drugs are the best.
Drugs, not a sponsor.
I mean, but aren't they though, Daniel?
Kids, if you're listening to this at home, don't do drugs. Listen to Uncle Daniel.
I've never done drugs, and you can be just like me, kids.
So the lady who's never done drugs has a story called Pepper Cocaine with no context.
I love it. That's got to be the winner in the clubhouse. We'll see what happens. So, all right, guys, it's been another great episode. I can't believe that you guys have sat through this. We've had a great time with our friend Alex, not Andrew. I can't believe
Andrew James.
God, I fucked that up.
Author of The Scribe.
If I swear to God, if Andrew James gets all these followers on Twitter, I'm gonna be livid.
I have a main character named Andrew, and his middle name is...
I'm gonna go look up Andrew James.
Alex.
Hold on. Let me see who Andrew James is real fast. We have Andrew.
Thank you very much, Alexander James. Alex, you were a sensation today. We appreciate your banter with us. You can find Alex on Twitter at DrunkScribe. He's worth a follow. Very funny.
Not Sober Scribe.
Very charming. Not Sober Scribe. And look forward to his novel, The Tribe, coming to a bookstore near you at some point in the near future.
And guys, if you want to be part of Weird Takes, you can send us your controversial, unusual opinions about writing on Twitter using hashtag Weird Takes for a chance to see your Weird Take featured on a future episode. You can also leave us a voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD. 347-699-3473. Guys, it's been another great episode of Don't Make It Weird. I'm one of your co-hosts, Daniel Quigley, and you can find me at Dan Q Writes Thing. Dan Q Writes Thing, singular. It's not dank. Andrew,
I do believe it's pronounced dank.
It's dank.
Damn it, Andrew.
It's dank.
And Dina, where can the folks find you?
You can find me on Twitter at Dinasaurus-D. That's Big D like Dinosaurus.
And producer Sean, where can the folks find you?
You know what? I think Thursday is just becoming sushi night in this house, so got more dragon roll to nosh on.
Also his penis.
Definitely got my penis stained. Thank you, though.
And guys, get super excited because it is time for us to delve into the deep, dark mind of next week's guest. We are going to have Jonathan D. Clark on the show, and we're going to be talking about his book, False Cathedrals. We hope you check us out then.
It's a total mindfuck.
And that's a great show. Let's get out of here. Jazz hands, everyone.
The Don't Make It Weird podcast, hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dinasaurus. Produced by me, Sean Holden. Theme song by Amaria. Thank you to everyone who participated in the Nose Boop segment. Fanny, Matthew, Stephanie, and Jamie. A very special thanks to Alexander James for joining us in this episode. You can find him on Twitter at DrunkScribe. Look at that. You made it all the way to the end. You're our favorite. Yep, I'm talking about you, weirdo.